The key is making sure that your renovation committee, which is what I like to usually call it, the greens committee relies more on the maintenance of the golf course. The renovation committee looks at what you're going to do to it. And if you can get those people educated on what the principles are for each specific site, then they can understand what the architect is doing and why. But you want to get that group engaged in understanding of what you're doing, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to have to sell it to the membership.
A good way for a renovation committee to work together would be all the characters who need to be there, the leadership, general manager, golf professional, golf course superintendent, maybe the outside staff, depending on how close things are going to be if it's a new practice range. Certainly members, and a cross-section of members of varied skill levels, certainly men, certainly women. Consideration if you're going to have junior play and what it takes to handle that.
How you populate a renovation committee is key. And you're going to have probably somebody who's a club champion or a big influence in the MGA, and a lot of times those guys are low handicappers. The best example of that is your PGA Tour. Those guys have the biggest microphone. People listen to them. Doesn't mean they're the smartest guys in the room. It just means they have the microphone in front of them. So what you need to do is put together a committee that really gets a cross-section of the entire membership. All of the little spheres of influence within your club, because you want that group to be able to go sell master plan, renovation, whatever it may be, to the rest of the membership.
Ideally, you would have the department heads and the head of the green committee or construction renovation committee be the point people. They have input from someone else, but the contact from the golf course architect is back to one person, and not maybe deliver information, reports back to the entire committee, but the conversation is really expedited when you have contact one-on-one. That makes a difference.
I had a great conversation with an architect in our society, Steve Smyers, who's a great player, one of the best amateurs probably in the country. And Steve, his comment one time to me was, well, Jeff, if Dustin Johnson came to your club, don't you care what he has to say? And I said, sure, I care what he has to say, but number one, he's probably not coming to my club. I'm more concerned about who's paying the bills, how can we make this club more marketable. You've got to understand that golf is a very difficult game to play, and if you're going to listen to only low handicappers, you're listening to less than 10% of the market, and you're missing a whole lot.